Hello, my spider friends. Let's see what's going on with you. So you are actually in the earth element, but I think of spiders as being the airy aspect of earth because they are suspended in their webs so much of the time. So they're kind of up in the air, even though they're a earth element creature. All right. Spider, creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. That's exciting. Possibly frustrating. You may be you're feeling the urge to do something, but you don't know what the something is. And that can be a very, very frustrating time. Anyway, the spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. Dharma, right? Sometimes referred to as purpose or mission or, I don't know. I'm sure there's some other things. Maybe right livelihood? That would be nice, right? Okay. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. Ouch. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, forlorn, and I would say frustrated, impatient. Okay, to bring into balance, playful creativity. So perhaps instead of trying and pounding your head against the wall, trying to find whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, you should let go and be a bit playful. Preferably in a way that is creative, but mostly I think you want to be playful so that you can create an opening for inspiration to appear. And it may be very, very quiet. It may not be a loud inspiration. It may be a very quiet thing that suddenly just creeps into your awareness, kind of like a spider, and startles you. Okay. Moving on, we have the tea leaf cards. These are here to help you determine whether or not this is your reading and should be familiar to you in some way. First, we have the beetle, good fortune. So it's next to October, so perhaps something about October feels very fortunate to you or has felt very fortunate to you. This could be referring to an October that's already come, an October that's coming up, or maybe it's something that happens every October, like a birthday or something. Then we have lion and casket. This is again the impatience that I've been getting. Time to act. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Or maybe you just really want to end something, move on with your life. So I think it feels like impatience to me, but maybe it means something different to you. Next, we have kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead, and man, dealings or relationship with a man, which is pretty vague, unfortunately, but maybe you are a man. So definitely feeling unsettled, definitely feeling like you need a direction. Yeah, I think that's about it. This need to plan. It seems more like needing a direction to me. Wanting a direction. All right, so we're going with the Animal Tarot again to see why you're here. What is your focus? Okay. Eight of Cups is about walking away. So, in particular, we're talking about emotional things, situations, people that no longer serve you, that you may feel holding you back. You want a new chapter of your life to begin, but it is not coming easily. there's still a lot of uncertainty. A lot of struggle for this new chapter to be born, or perhaps for the last chapter to end. It is not coming easily to you. You may find that you identify with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is brave and fast-acting, so a bit on the impulsive side. Not a particularly thoughtful person, and not as sensitive to others' thoughts and feelings as they could be. Not intentionally harmful, but just a little myopic. So there is this impulse to act, which we already covered with the tea leaf cards. And yet you're still battling a sense of scarcity. So there's still some fear around what might happen if. As much as you're wanting the end of this chapter, the success, perhaps you're afraid of what comes after, because you probably don't know what comes after. Or maybe you do and it's scary. I don't I can't believe it. I'm sorry. I said, or maybe you know and it's scary, and the moon popped out. So the moon is a card of secrets being revealed, perhaps lies, deceptions being exposed. Also, it can be about psychic gifts, and most especially, it's about diving deep into the self, getting to know your shadows, integrating and transforming them, transmuting them, allowing yourself to become someone and something different. That can be a scary process. So I can understand why you are turning to tarot. So, I am feeling like doing something a little different. I've had this deck for a little while. It's called Tarot Cards. It's actually, so for those of you who aren't familiar with it, the Tao Te Ching is a rather short book of verses, I guess you could call them. So it's kind of like the Bible in that each verse is fairly short. And somebody put it into card format, basically. So let's see which one is coming out for you. It's all about finding your way. That's what Tao means, the way. So, which verse will be most helpful to you as you strive to find your way? Little fish. We have 60 little fish. Perhaps, Ruling a country is like frying a small fish. Handle with care. Lao Tzu uses a metaphor to describe wise leadership. Just as overhandling a small fish ruins it, excessive control and interference disrupt harmony and governance. Gentleness and balance are key. So I think that really sums up what's going on with you. You have a situation, you're trying to find your way, your dharma, and us human beings, we really, 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 really like to feel like we're in control, and we're not. We don't have anywhere near as much control as we like to think we do. And yet, we refuse to let go. And we continue to micromanage at every opportunity, which ends up interfering and causing more trouble than actually helping. So, let's keep that in mind and move on. Perhaps we can do these now. What do you need to know? Think about, consider. Well, that's pretty clear. Once again, we have man popping up. Dealings or relationship with a man. You, or this may be you, this may be the person on your mind. We have home, belonging, comfort, safety. Somebody said that in order to move ahead, they were talking in particular about committed relationships, not casual ones, committed ones. They were saying that in order to move ahead into that kind of a connection, someone has to feel stable, secure, and what was the last one? Started with an S. Safe. Stable, secure, and safe. I'm definitely getting that from this. Either a desire to feel stable, secure, and safe, working on feeling or becoming stable, secure, and safe, or a desire to be stable, secure, and safe. And then, of course, we have compass, true north, finding your life path, your direction, find your way, know where you're going, make a plan. You're not going to know where you're going. Give it up. You might get a direction, but you're not going to know where you're going to end up. You're just going to get a direction. This compass is very valuable because it, the direction tells you what direction you should be facing in when you take your next step. It's not going to tell you what your destination is. It's just going to keep you headed in the right direction. And that may not be as much information as you would like, but it is enough for you to get going. All right, so man, we already covered that. I find it interesting these cards are the same color. Dark to light, revolution, courage. Courage is required. Forge ahead. Liberation, passion, justice. Surprise, opportunity. A game changer, unpredictable. Don't wait for it. Just keep going. One small step at a time. So I get the sense of a lot of ambition here. So bouquet. reconciliation, also creativity, expressiveness, appreciation, openness, love, warmth. Light bulb, an aha moment, discovery, breakthrough, and getting out. Sorry, I'm looking. I think I need more cards. All right. What is this getting out? Let's break through this line right here. I want to clarify this row. Well, once again, we have crossroads, which is consistent with this being the spider person. And yet, there's something hidden. You're not going to know for a while. Be patient. It is going to take time for this to come clear for you. It may, we've already discussed it. There's a lot of impatience, and you're being told to be patient. There's still a lot of stuff buried that needs to come up. You do have free will. So you are going to have choices to make. You can't see what right now. And you have to learn to be okay with that. This is turning out to be one of my shorter readings. A little surprised, but here we go. All right. For your next small step, that's all we're looking for. For general guidance. Jeez, I don't believe it. 34, many paths. That's true. It's not, you have many choices, or many, so it says opportunities coming, but you're going to have more than one. It's not like it's going to be, okay, this is your path, do this now. It's going to be, the direction is a direction. It's not, you have to do things this way. Okay? You're not going to receive step-by-step instructions. Arrow, jaguar. Okay, so we have 34, where's your number? 3 and 28. Starting with 34 because it came out first. Many paths. The essence, all paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met 2 stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, I am squaring out this stone. He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. One man has a job. The other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with heart. Well, that's amazing. Pick a path with heart. The invitation, your call now, is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally, lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. And you have the compass. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. The medicine, you have outgrown your current situation and risk losing your way in your own backyard. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Respond now while the call is still a gentle whisper. Oh, that's really good advice. Even though the woods look thick and impenetrable, venture in and let nature guide your steps through the dark until you reach your destination. Remember, if you do not know where you are going, any path will take you there. Okay, so pick a path with heart. And respond now while the call is still a gentle whisper. That is really, really good advice, because if you do not act while the call is a gentle whisper, then things will get more intense and more unpleasant. I don't know how I did that. Okay, 3. The arrow. The essence. Receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. See? There you go, your next step. Align your heart and soul. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. Well, creativity keeps coming up for you. Are you a hidden artist? Do you have some sort of creative endeavor that you've been hiding? I'm asking because creativity keeps coming up here. But I don't see you addressing it. Maybe you don't believe in it or something. I don't know. The invitation. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it is supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark, and you will have cause to celebrate. The medicine. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning this game that you have missed the true mark? I think that goes back to the little fish card. Being a little over-controlling. What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it to? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you really desire, if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom in not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry there isn't enough. And you did get the 5 of Pentacles. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. And finally, Jaguar. The essence. The Jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. The invitation. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She is delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the winds. Know that your Jaguar instinct will serve you well. The medicine. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you for far too long? Which is ready to be let go of once and for all. Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so that you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you might have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and to recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. So yeah, I think, well, we talked about this before, that you have this world moment, chapter ending moment, that is hanging fire. You can't move ahead, but it is there, waiting and waiting and waiting for you to let go, to no more micromanaging. Yes, there are many paths. You can choose how you see your life, how you choose to live your life. Are you squaring up the stone or building a cathedral? Which, to be honest, there is also some satisfaction in simply squaring up the stone. But you have the choice. Which way do you want to go? I am wishing you all the best in your journey. Till next time.